Hey YouTube folks, CaptainSupershock here, and for this video I wanna showcasing you a Craftswood artifact deck. So let me show you what we got. So starting with the new market gnome, white artifact gnome creature, 03 body, and when it dies you gain 1 life and draw a card. And when the market gnome is exiled from the battlefield while you're activating a craft ability, you gain 1 life and draw a card. It's a nice little value card. In most cases you will draw the card that gain a life and have a good way to have fodder for your craft abilities, and that's what this deck is all about. Then we have 1 copy of Spell Pierce, just like this card because you can really surprise the opponent. Then we have the Clay Fired Bricks. When Clay Fired Bricks enter the battlefield, search your library for basic planes, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. You gain 2 life, and has the Craftswood artifact ability for 7 mana. And when this enters the battlefield or transforms into the Cosmium Kiln, create 2 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creatures, and creatures you control get +1/+1. Yeah, can be come in handy. So the Clay Fire Bricks, nice way to gain some life, grab a plane. So pretty good card. And we have an artifact we can craft. Then there are 2 Fateful Absence because, yeah, always have some spot removals in the hand. Then another spot removal, the Spring Loaded Saw Blades. So for 2 mana you get a Flash artifact, and when it enters the battlefield it deals 5 damage to target tapped creature and opponent controls. So we mostly can kill most stuff with this little fella. And also had the Crafted Artifacts ability, so you can transform it into the Blade Wheel Chariot for 4 mana, and this becomes a 5/5 vehicle and can crew 1, or either if you tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. So pretty nice. Then we have 2 copies of the Negate, and here we have Akal Pakal, first among equals. So for 3 mana you get a legendary human advisor, 1/5 body, and at the beginning of each player's end step, if an artifact entered the battlefield on your controller's turn, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. So pretty cool card. In the artifact deck you get a ton of value out of this guy, so super good card in my opinion. Then we have the Braided Net. For 3 mana you get an artifact, enters with 3 net counters on it, and you can remove a net counter from the Braided Net and tap target non-land permanent, and its activated abilities can't be activated for as long as it remains tapped, and has the Crafted Artifacts ability for 2 mana to transform into the Braided Kipu. And for 4 mana, and when you tap it, you can draw a card for each artifact you control. And then you put Braided Kipu into its owner's library, sort from the top. It's a pretty nice way to draw, yeah, a nice amount of cards if we have several artifacts on the battlefield, but this shouldn't be the problem. Then also a new card I want to try out is the Kite's Larcenist. So it's a human pirate for 3 mana, you get a Flying Ward 1/2/3 body, and when it enters the battlefield, for each player choose up to 1 target artifact or creature that players controls, and for as long as Kite's Larcenist remains on the battlefield, the chosen permanent becomes a treasure artifact, until the Kite's Larcenist leaves the battlefield. Then another new card, the Brass's Tunnel Grinder. For 3 mana you get a legendary artifact. When it enters the battlefield, discard any number of cards, then draw that money +1. So that's pretty good, typical. But at the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, put a boar counter on Brass Tunnel's Grinder. So descend if a permanent was put into your graveyard. Then if there are 3 or more boar counters on it, remove those counters and transform it. And transforms into Tekutlan, the Searing Rift. Legendary Cave, taps for red mana, and whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana produced by Tectusian, the Sea Rift, Tekutlan. Discover X for access that spells mana value, so get double the value. So pretty nice. Then what else do we have? We have Breaches, the Eager Pillager, legendary Goblin Pirate. Looks more like an ape to me, but okay, is a goblin. Has first strike, and whenever a pirate you control attacks, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Create a treasure token. Target creature can't block this turn, and exile top card of your library. May play it this turn. We don't have that many pirates on in the deck, just the Kitesail Larcenist, but that's totally fine. And then, of course, in an artifacts deck, I wanted to include Urza, Lord Protector, just because we get a huge discount for all our artifacts and even for our instants. So, yeah, it was kind of nice to add Urza. Then, another new card, the Thousand Moons Smithy, legendary artifact. When enters the battlefield, create a white Gnome Soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of artifacts and creatures you control. So can become sometimes pretty huge. And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may tap 5 untapped artifacts on all creatures you control. And if you do, we can transform the Thousand Suns Smithy. And we get the Barracks of the Thousand, legendary artifact land. Can tap it for a white mana, and whenever you cast an artifact or creature spell using mana produced by the Barracks of the Thousand, create a white Gnome Soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of artifact and creatures you control. So we can basically create one of these sweet little Gnome Soldier artifact creature token every turn. So pretty nice. Then you have the new ship, the Belligerent, legendary artifact for 4 mana, 5/5 legendary vehicle, and whenever it attacks, create a treasure token, and until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. So pretty huge card advantage. And we have just a crew 3, so that should be okay. Then we have the unstable Glyph Bridge for 5 mana. So this is a board wipe. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less the player controls. Then destroy all creatures except the chosen creatures. And then we can transform it, craft with artifacts for 5 mana, into the Sandswell Wonder Glyph. Flying 5/3 golem creature and has a super interesting ability. So whenever opponent casts a spell during their turn, they can't attack you or planeswalker you control this turn. Pretty huge. And each opponent who attacked you or planeswalker you control this turn can't cast spells. So this is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Then what else do we have? We have the Master's Guide Mural for 5 mana. And enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 white and blue golem artifact creature. So not that super huge, but if we can craft with artifact this for 7 mana, we can transform it into the Master's Manufactory. It becomes an artifact, and we can create every turn 4/4 white and blue golem artifact creature. Activate, but only if artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn, but that shouldn't be the problem. Then we have, of course, if you have Urza, you have to include the Might and the Weak Stone. So we have the possibility to transform Urza into Urza Planeswalker. And then just wanted to try it out, the Chimil, the Inner Sun. Spells you control can't be countered, and at the beginning of your end step, discover 5. So pretty cool card advantage card. So card advantage wise shouldn't be the problem is in this deck. And for mana bases, we have the typical Jeskai lands, and we have 2 copies of the Microsynth, just in case we need a copy of any artifact. So I thought this might come in handy. So yeah, let's hop into some matches. Okay, what do we have? We have 3 lands, missing red, but we don't have a red card in hand, so that's okay. We have Urza, the Thousand Moon Smithy, Master's Guide Mirror, and Akal Pakal, or Akal Pakal. Don't know how to pronounce it, so yeah, let's keep it. One with the Fiddlewhip sleeves. A little bit of a slow start. Nothing to do until turn 3. So, and what are we facing? Mono black with the new hidden Necropolis. Glimpse the core, such a library for opponent ramps. So do we go for Urza or the kites, the Akal Pakal? I guess we go for Urza because one probably has a removal, and I would rather have my Akal Pakal on the battlefield than Urza, because we get so much card advantage of it. Okay, Spellon King. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand on the battlefield. If you put a cave onto the battlefield, this way you gain 4 life. Lands you control enter the battlefield tapped. Add ramps again, okay. No land is pretty sad, not gonna lie. Guess we just go for the value here next turn. The opponent could play the 8 mana demon creature pretty soon. Cosmic Confluence, okay. Opponent ramps pretty hard, not gonna lie. And another Cosmic Confluence. Still no land. Wow. Okay, what do we do? Do we go for the Thousand Moon Smithy? Could excite us, but I guess this card is the real problem. So I wanna cap you. So I guess we just play you. Pretty brutal that we didn't draw any lands here. But hopefully with Akal Pakal, Akal Pakal. Still don't know how to pronounce that guy. We keep back. Please give me a land. At least. Yep, there it is. Unfortunately, can't play it this time. One can transform some of his lands into 3/3s. Cavern is more. Okay, what do we have for 1 mana? Okay, just because of the Cavern is more trigger. No. I remove the spell, okay. Can you buff it? No, so not sure. No. Okay. Forgot about that. Yeah, pretty dumb mistake. And a Shigeki, okay. So for 2 mana, you can pump this. Guess we just played a Kitesail Larcenist to get rid of Shigeki. Yeah, I guess we can get rid of you and you. So at least we get some value if opponent kills the Kitesail Larcenist. And just in case, I stay back with the gnome. Opponent discovers again. And has a board wipe now. So opponent could activate it for 3 times, so turn it into 12-12. Will not take that much damage. Okay, how do we do it? Don't wanna sack you, to be honest. So this takes 5, so opponent can't activate it. Do we want to surprise our opponent with this? Opponent can still pump it to a 9-9. Bit uncomfortable situation, not gonna lie. Okay, how do we do it? So we could block. Hope opponent activates this cover ability, but I guess opponent won't do that. So maybe we should just make a blocker. Really don't love one of these plays. Give up on you. Or maybe just block. Glimpse the core. Okay, return card. Okay, from your gave a tap to the battlefield. Okay. The hidden volcano. Okay. The opponent can pump it. And we use for the necropolis. Gets a bad colony. I misread the card. The cavern is more, so it can just transform into a 6/6. Now we can kill it. Okay, opponent wanna go. Should we trade here? Yeah, I guess we can trade. So do we want to make a blocker? Or draw some cards? I guess we just make a blocker here. Yeah, I have to admit, quite a few misplays. And there's an endless ton of discover cards. What do you get? Fateful absence, okay. And discovers again. Okay, we could draw some cards. Could make another blocker. This is legendary, so this is not the best. I guess opponent could have at least 12 damage. Guess we have to make another blocker here. Still not looking super good. Another discover. Spelunking. So do we want to transform? I guess so. Holding priority because of the cave. And go for the slot. Fine with you. Okay, so we transform, we tap you, and you. No, so can we go for Urza and yes, we can. We'll destroy Urza. That's okay. Oh, still holding priority because of the cave. Opponent, please. Stop. Just stop it. Okay, now we have two 9/9s. Pretty nice. And this is just X, the number of caves you can plus the number of cave cards in your graveyard. So many caves. It's done. Okay. But that's still fine. So this is a legendary land, so we can't transform the Southern Moon Smithy. No. And I guess we just want to try draw some cards. Opponent, please. Opponent. Can't you just pass priority, please? At least we got some lands. And I guess we go for our little ship here. Super annoying. Don't know what our opponent's problem is. And concedes the match. Even so, I made quite a few misplays. Could overcome the landfall deck. Okay, so we go second. Yeah, every color, but our first place on turn 3. Don't like it. And we have 2 white and might and weak stones. So yeah, let's mulligan here. This is way better. Guess we can get rid of you because we have 2 clayfield bricks. Starting against mono green. Up against dinosaurs, okay. Yeah, this will be a tough one against dinosaurs. And opponent, of course, has the perfect combo. Yeah, misplay by me. Should have put the negate open. We take 7 damage. I guess not. Ooh, okay. This is pretty cool. So, do you think opponent has another one of these? Don't want to risk it, so let's keep the negate open. Another pugnacious hammer skull. Yeah, we'll take a lot of damage here. Gain 2 life here. So, do we survive this turn? Still dead. Yeah, very unfortunate. But opponent also had transform land, so yeah, unfortunate. Okay, what do we have? We have 3 lands, the gnome, clay fire bricks, a spring-loaded saw blade at the gate. I guess that's okay. Nice little blocker. Gets mono red. It's mono black. Wrong land. One is holding priority. Okay, so has a cut down. Give him the slap. So changed the deck list a little bit. Added some more counter spells. Okay, we're facing Golgari. Take the damage here. And what else do you have? I guess this is worth countering. Get rid of the Witch of Persistence. Another clay, fire bricks. So what's the worst thing opponent could cast? We can basically destroy a Shardred. I guess the worst thing an opponent could cast if we play the clay fire bricks would be an Obliterator. That would really suck. But the Golgari usually doesn't really run Obliterator anymore, so I guess I just go for it. Maybe this is too risky, but I will go for it. Heal my land drops now. We see a Mighty Shardred. Okay, another Virtue of Persistence. Please draw a card. And we get another gnome. Hi there, I'm back, says the market gnome. Pretty funny with the laughter. I guess it's fine to kill the Restless Cottage. Get down D-ramp the opponent. Do we wanna try it? I guess not. No. The gate is pretty fine. Let's reveal our real colors. Do we want to transform this? I mean, we would get... But wait, we can do this at instant speed. So yeah, let's wait. See what opponent has for us. See Shardred. Ixalan under artifact you control or artifact you control. As a sorcery. Okay. My bad. You can't read. This game is really hard for you. This is kind of nice. I guess we transform you. Make some blockers. So do we want to block the underdog? One has a tier Thunder. No. One doesn't have it. This time we can't afford to not have our counter spells open. Should we transform you with one of the gnome creatures? I mean, we can only counter one because we're missing one blue source. And this is pretty pricey, so I guess... yeah. I name you. Yeah, upon kills one of the gnomes. So, do we go for the damage here? Let's go for the damage. Oh. Was paying not too much attention. This was pretty bad, not gonna lie. Virtue of Persistence, counter with a 1 mana spell. Pretty nice. And we can still power this up. And I guess this was a super shame after I played so bad. Okay, so we go first. We have a removal spell, a negate, the braided net, and a larcenist. I guess that's okay. And we're facing mono red. So, do we want to make a blocker or do we want to kill something? So, if opponent has a Godric, I would rather kill Godric than, for example, adversary or a felon. So, I will go for the market gnome here. Another Phoenix chick, okay. And Swifty. No land, okay. Hard mode engaged. Another Swifty. One dies, okay. Could have prevented, but I guess that's not worth it. Let's mitigate the damage a little bit. Okay, and now what? Do we play another spring-loaded saw blades? Do we just want to tap something? Do you want to play the larcenists? Would take opponent's whole turn. But on the other hand, it's pretty sucks if opponent has a monster roll token. So I guess we just wait. Play the loaded saw blades. So what do you have? Do we take the damage here? Take it, and well, now what? Furnace Punisher, okay. So it deals 2 damage to us. Sucks. I guess we get rid of the Swift Spear. And of course we still got no land. Another Furnace Punisher, okay. How do we get rid of this sucker? We just tap him. We play Urza. But then what? We block, can kill the larcenists. One gets back another Furnace Punisher. What is his name? Furnace Punisher. I guess we just play the braided net. Just tap him. And of course, opponent has a squeal. So opponent has a monster roll token. We are super screwed. Okay, let's tap you, I guess. Taking so much damage. And we get finished from the Furnace Punisher. Yeah, pretty bad. Not gonna lie. Game screwed us a little bit here. Okay, let's see what we have to work with. Lord Urza, the Thousand Moon Smithy, the Unstable Glyph Bridge, and Ekel Pekel. Yeah, I guess we can keep it. And let's start with the Deserted Beach. And of course, Mono Red. That's pretty good. Guess we deny that damage. Let's go for Urza. Get the discount. Go Jack. This is also pretty nice. What do we go for? Could make a 1-1. Not super impressive. Could get you out. Let's get you out. Let's take some damage. But we get some value from this dude next turn. So I guess that's the best play. Take it. And a monster roll token. Lightning strike, okay. Afraid of Urza. Strange play. So, didn't draw a land. Super annoying. Guess we go for the larcenist. Good thing is we can sack it for the Fateful Absence. Do we start attacking here? No. Not yet. Kill it. And finally we can draw a land. Draw more. I'll take another one of you. Opponent draws with the clue token, okay. Must be an awful hand. Let's make a 4/4. And a 7/7, and should be in a good shape. You. trick. And yeah, there's the conceit. So guys and girls, this was Craft with Artifacts, first attempt on it. Win rate wise, not the best for ramping up. It's more a cool deck. I really had a super good time playing it. When this goes off, it's really super cool, and just a farewell can't stop it. So we have all these super cool cards, get a ton of value out of all of them. The 1000 Moon Smithies can really pop off. The Belligerent, super cool with the value, could transform Urza if we need to. This one's also pretty cool in the late game. The Unstable Glyph Bridge is also pretty nice as a board wipe. Yeah. Breach's Eager Pillager was also super cool. Love this card. Will probably do Pirate Tribal theme about it. Or just is a deck, who knows. The Brass Tunnels was also pretty cool. Couldn't transform it. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. Yeah, the Kite Celestis is also super nice card. Pretty hard for the opponent to deal with it with the Ward 1. So really stops mono red for a turn. So pretty nice. Braided Net also, I guess, kind of slow, but if you really have many artifacts on the battlefield with some treasure tokens, and all in all, you can really draw a huge amount of cards out of it if you transformed it. If you have it transformed it into the Braided Kipu. So pretty nice. And yeah, I really love. Still don't know how to pronounce his name really right. Ekel Pekel, the first among equals. So much value out of it if you constantly have artifacts drop onto the battlefield, and this is not the problem in this deck. So, oh no, I really had a good time. I hope you also did have some fun watching this video, guys and girls. And yeah, wish you a wonderful day like always, and see you for the next video. Bye bye.